Quadtherapy. Here we are. And look how much extra space we've got. We've got so much extra. You can go that way a bit. You can move over there. Look, oh, look at that.
All the way across the room.
Way. Look, arm to arm. Wow, you're so far away. We've discovered that this camera actually has a widescreen option. Why not use it?
Go figure.
So we thought we'd bring you in.
Finally, I don't have to be like face to face to Jem, just so we can both fit in the screen.
Like all that, all huggy and kissy. It was ever so close.
You can even move it a little bit. Look.
Can we move it a bit? Which way? Back that way.
There we go. So we're both centered. Look at that.
Are we in? All right. Is the haircut
good?
With
space.
How's the hair, lads? Yeah. Thanks for joining us. It's been a while, hasn't it?
It's been
nearly a month. I think we haven't had a little chat.
A month.
Yeah. It's been a month. Shall I take my tea? I'll take my tea. It's my tea. Hang on. Let me just get myself a little bit of tea. Thank you very much. Join us for a bit of afternoon chit chat and some tea. So, what have you been doing? What's gone on? Where have you been?
Oh, nothing. Just same old, same old.
Oh, you've just been locked up in the house, have you? Yeah.
Well, I've done a bit more than
most, as usual.
Yeah, I went to Italy.
Italy,
wasn't it?
Yeah, you went to Italy first.
Yes.
Then you came back.
Then I came back. I flew a plane there. Actually.
You flew an actual plane.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't flying it, but I was in.
You flew in a plane. Yeah. Well, you would have taken a plane to go there anyway.
No, but this was like a tiny one.
A little one.
Yes.
Like a 4-people-y
yes.
plane.
Thanks to the lovely people at Salento. Drone Space Salento.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that you said that they treated you like a king, like they treated you really well.
Phenomenal.
Took you round everywhere. Yeah. You had one video that you was diving some amazing looking like coastal.
We can show it maybe.
Are we allowed? I don't know.
Can. Yeah, we can.
Can you give me permission to show?
I give permission to show my own video.
Permission to show videos on.
Yeah, not only that, like these people were just amazing, like making sure that.
Just to make sure you was alright. Not just
very little racing.
Okay.
A lot of fun
flying,
a lot of socializing, a lot of excellent food.
Yeah.
And then a lot of this amazing thing here.
Just, because we can still talk while I have that in the background.
Yeah, we can.
So let me just, don't worry about that. So you went there.
Yes.
And it was, so what was
phenomenal.
it? A show? Was it an event?
It was an event. So they're just starting their, I think it was their first event of Drone Space Salento. Just, what happened?
Something went wrong.
You can put the audio as well.
Can I?
Yeah. Top one.
I can.
There we go.
Put the audio as well. Something went wrong here.
Huh?
Over there, something went wrong.
Just refresh it.
I'm just going to refresh that.
Yes.
Salento is a good show.
Yes, it was their first event, and they set up the most incredible thing. I'm still editing the video for this. Most amazing thing is that for the place that they had set up for the race.
Okay.
One man did all of that, and put LEDs in all the gates. And this was like not your regular small course. It was like a huge location. It was just insane.
And one man took it upon himself
to do
to
all that.
Illuminate
all of it. And it's just insane.
But
I have no words.
Really a race.
There was no like race like we used to, like race. It was just like a fun fly, really, around the track, day and night.
Interestingly, that's going to lead us to talking about something else.
Yeah. Going on in your computer.
There's things going on all over the place, right? I'm going to take this one out. What I am liking.
Oh, that's what it
is.
Yes.
When we was at Wings and Wheels.
Yes.
Because I'm very much into this. I'm just going to turn this sound down a little bit so that we can hear this subject properly.
Yes.
But when we was at Wings and Wheels, what I really liked a lot was that the racing that was on wasn't a full pressure race event.
Same thing.
Yeah, when we go to these other events and there's racing on, no one even wants to talk about anything.
Hey, upper.
About anything beyond the little tiny focus that they've got.
Yes.
On getting their next. I can totally understand why they're in that mode.
Yeah. Because it's a competitive thing.
Yeah, but do we need that at a show?
Yeah, maybe
so
not all the time.
when we're at an RC show, we're trying to show ourselves, but when you show a race, you don't show anything at all.
No, it's just like...
You can't comprehend
race. Even the pilots don't understand what's going on.
If you stood there at the side, looking at it, this kind of side-on view...
Yeah, you don't know what's going on, especially
it's really
if you
hard
don't...
to comprehend.
Yeah. Even as a pilot that does this, it's hard to understand
But
what's
at Wings
going
and
on.
Wheels,
Yeah.
they had interspersed, they had a bit of a race-looking thing.
Yeah.
Then they had the massive X-Class, Tony and Dan, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Danny. Yeah. With the X-Classes, doing us a bit of X-Class show. And then they had a little drone having a show. Then they showed something else. And then they went back to another little bit of race.
Yes.
Was it similar in Italy?
No. It's a lot different than that.
Okay.
So for the racing part, which wasn't too much. I think we could take the video out. Go to the main chat.
Go back to us again. Okay.
Yes. So for the main part of the race, it was basically get 4 mates. They have different frequencies to you. This is the allocated frequencies. Go and have a fly. Have fun.
Okay. So. What per? So hang on. It's just us 4.
Yeah.
And we get our 5 minutes laps.
Yes.
But we're not competing against them.
No.
Or anyone else.
You can be like, hey, let's go for a race now, and go like, it's like fun fly race. But the cool thing is that.
So a bit social racing.
Yeah, social racing.
Challenge within each other.
And at a certain point, it's like, all right, it's getting late. Let's go and have a bite to eat, and then we're gonna take you to this place and this place and this place to fly.
How did they take you to these places? Did they get a coach or something?
No, we had...
you had your own cars?
We had our own cars, but because there was more cars than pilots, we just took 3 cars that took everyone that needed to go. So 5 people per car, 15 people.
Yeah, I'm just trying
it wasn't it wasn't an extraordinary number of people. It was 20 people, I think, for the event. And then on the day of the this was pre-event.
1 minute, you had 20 odd pilots max.
Yes.
On the whole event.
Maybe less, a bit less than 20. Yeah.
So that's more manageable.
Yeah, a lot more manageable because then it allows you to do things like this. All right, well let's. There's no what's it called? Competitive racing. That means that you can be like, all right, guys, at 6, let's go out and have some dinner.
All right. So is
not
that
like, oh my God, we need to race as much as we can because the late light is good.
But is that not more like a meetup than a race event?
Yes, this event wasn't
we need to kind of make a distinction. What's a race event? What's a show event? What's a meetup event?
But it's not all. There's more.
And there's more.
Yes. So this was the first day of relaxed type racing / going around and doing the stuff that you've just seen in this video. So it was then coming back at night and racing the course completely in the dark, but all illuminated for the first time, for fun. Again,
for the first time you've seen the track, it's at night, fully illuminated. Because that's pretty awesome, really. Beautiful. If you think about it,
it's beautiful.
Like you've got, that'd be your first impression.
And then the next day, it was a little bit of training until the organization prepared everything. And then, all right, we're gonna start
on the track. They let you on the track whilst they were still doing their. Because normally they don't even let you touch the track.
But because it's not competitive, it doesn't really matter. They just said you can't go to the challenges.
There's challenges as well.
That was slightly off the track.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have some fun on the track, and then all right, we're gonna start with the challenges. And the challenges was freestyle, but it wasn't like freestyle. Oh, okay, do whatever you want to do. You have to do these things in sequence. And the things were...
It's a bit gymkhana-y.
Yeah. The things were, they had like a huge circle, and then a smaller circle, and then a smaller circle next to it.
Side by side.
Yeah, and you have to do like a power loop in between each.
Ever smaller circles as you're doing the power loops.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that was a target, and you had to
hit the target.
Yes.
Like wall kissing the wall.
Yeah. Wall punch the target, so the target goes down. And a big target, small target, smaller target.
Like you actually knock the target over.
Yeah. You have to knock the target over.
You're not like trying to Velcro onto the wall.
No.
So
that would be interesting as well.
You could hit it straight as well as hitting it with your underneath.
Yeah. Well, no, because you had to. It can't be like kamikaze and hope for the best. You had to be flying after you hit the target.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you've got the other targets to do.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. I quite like that. That's quite interesting.
And then you had another one that was basically power loop a big tunnel.
Power loop a tunnel.
Yeah. 3 times.
Oh no, that's still good. That's still good. So let me just understand this. That you've got some loose, challengey social racing.
Yeah.
A few preset challenge stages.
Yeah.
That we called freestyle.
And then what I love the most is that they actually took us to this amazing places, and we got to fly
that video
there.
we just saw was just that was phenomenal.
Yeah, and this is one of them. There's another one.
And another just the same, but that is because of their location. That you couldn't have driven for 2 hours to get there.
No, we driven for 20 minutes.
All right, so that's location driven.
Yeah, but why can't we do this in more events?
Well, no, that's just the way that events are run. Like what we're trying to establish is how they're run.
Yeah.
And I'm even trying to push for, like, I really don't want a fully fledged race at something like Western Park or Wings and Wheels or any of these shows.
I would like
I want show racing.
Yeah, show race.
Demonstration racing.
Fake race, but it's not really fake. Because
show racing.
Yeah, show race.
But what I mean by show racing, if we had a race where there was only 12 pilots involved, you'd have 4 teams of 3 pilots, or do you know what I mean? 4 rounds or 3 rounds of 4 in a heat, and you could then space that out.
Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Thank you he loves watching it. We just love chatting. But do you see what I mean? Like you could have a race event spread out over the weekend, intercut with things for people to watch. That
like this type of challenges.
These type of challenges, or any of them, like the X classes or whatever it is.
Yes.
At a show.
Would love to, yes.
Rather
than race.
Guys, if you guys are watching, you can let us know what you think. Yeah, do you agree? Like, do we insist on having a fully fledged, high pressure, very focused race at somewhere like Western or Wings and Wheels or Cosford or wherever else it is? Or do we just say, actually, we want to show the best parts of what we do as drones? I'd like to see search and rescue.
Some events, I guess, it's...
I'd like to see we hide some little yellow dot.
And a drone has to go and find it.
And then you've got to go and find it.
Would love to.
Yeah, I'd like to see just to show potential.
There's so many things that we could do with these drones, but it seems that most big events are based on just single drone racing. I think
rather than the show,
don't take the racing away.
No, I love racing.
This is important as well, right?
No, I love racing.
Have more things. Have different events that have different things.
That's what I'm trying to get. Is at a show.
Yeah, at a show. Yes.
At a show.
Yeah.
Like race event is race event.
Exactly.
Full pressure. Love it. Let's do that. But at a show, I don't think that the people that are watching are getting any understanding
as much as they could.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch for the first 15 minutes, but then the race is all the same, right? It's all like
I don't know what you mean by little game, Jonathan, but I do think you're right. Like it just gets very boring. You need to have. And the other thing about racing is there's a big disconnect between the spectator and the actual thing, the pilot or the drone.
Yes.
And maybe if we did teams, you could get behind a team.
Yes. Yeah. That's another different aspect of racing as well.
Like the red team or the blue team. So
like Sparky is.
He agrees. It is. There's a lot of fun stuff that's not.
But John is saying that racing would get more people interested at a show. Do you want to
elaborate on that? But
elaborate on that.
But racing is if you're connected,
if you're a pilot,
if you've got some affinity, as a spectator,
or affinity with one of the pilots,
as a spectator,
maybe.
If you've got some kind of affinity, yes, you can get into it because he's beating. He's not. You've only got a lap to do.
Yeah.
But if I'm just watching some unknown name that I don't know,
oh wow! And then it subsides.
It subsides very quickly.
In 15 minutes.
And then watching it on a screen is not much better.
No, especially when I don't know why they still do this in races. 4 or 6 way.
Stop it! Just stop it.
We've had this forever.
One at a time will do for now. Just pick one and show it to me.
Yes.
It confuses the hell out of me. Yeah. But that may be just me and you.
No. Come on. Who can look at 6 things at the same time?
I honestly don't know.
It's impossible to understand what the hell is going on.
None of it makes any sense.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Who's winning?
And
what's
I would
happening?
love to see like a Mario Kart style map.
Yeah.
To know who is in what position. So I can see them going around the course.
I would even say more. I would put up a special drone just for this, a Mavic.
Top down view,
looking down. Having the drones with like LEDs or something, right?
I was talking to someone and I was talking about a blimp. Which isn't that difficult to do.
A blimp is even easier.
Just on
You can stay there forever.
It's
with a camera pointing down.
Day, camera pointing down. And
digital
the wire,
signal so it doesn't impact the pilot.
You do it on a wire. You just have the signal coming down on a cable. You wouldn't even bother with radio.
Yeah.
I like the idea of a blimp. I need that top-down view. Yeah?
It would be good to have, but... Hey, Sean!
Yeah, newcomers. So newcomers, it's interesting that you say that, Jonathan, because, do you remember the original Formula track?
Yes.
The Formula FPV track?
Yeah.
That track is still the highest played track in the simulator. Yeah? And for good reason.
Okay.
Because both new pilots can enjoy it and good pilots can enjoy it. Because people like Brett, they was down to 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge at 20 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's a nice, long, open track that lets new pilots fly. Now, there's no track currently in the past 2 years that a new pilot could really feel comfortable on.
I don't know.
They're hard, tight and twisty cars.
Yes, they are. But I kind of like the way that they're going with this new type of gates. Like it's not the.
So you love the inflatables.
The gates, the smaller gates.
Arches are bad.
Big inflatable gates. I
Square.
think is definitely square. Is really
square.
The way to go. And I saw that Brent was saying that Formula 1 is pretty boring, but a lot of people watch it, and a lot of people watch Le Mans.
They watch it because they're affiliated. They've got an affinity with that
with
driver.
The one pilot,
With that Hamilton, he's going to win.
Exactly.
Yeah, or it's British against the Germans or whatever it is.
I watch it at the start just to see if there's any crashes.
Watch the start.
Otherwise,
you're waiting for the crashes, and then you're interested in the results.
Maybe.
Back in the day when there was more crashing going on.
Yeah.
There was a lot more entertainment and a lot more emotional. This is the other thing.
Yeah, because there are people
inside. This is why I like the Hydra thing. I'm not a betting person. But I like the betting that the Hydra brings to it.
Okay.
Because it gives me a personal emotional response.
With the pilot.
I chose the 1, 2, 3 order.
Yeah.
It came in on.
So you have to know the pilot.
I've won on not. Yeah, I have to see the form, don't I?
Exactly.
And if you don't, the other pilot.
Yeah, and if you don't the first time, the second one you're gonna be like, okay, I know that this guy won.
It wasn't as good, or it was. Yeah. So that now is building my affinity to the pilot, and I could do that in a day.
Yeah.
That could happen very quickly. Yeah. And I'm now emotionally entangled.
Yeah, and invested on.
I want
in
this thing. Yeah. And if it comes off, it's great. If it doesn't come off, I'm hurting.
Yeah.
I want to fix it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So I like. I'm not betting, like I say, but I like the Hydra betting part of
voting.
The voting, the predicting.
Yes.
However, the other name you want to call it, but that I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's a good
I would like to see that more.
I would love to see that involved.
So Jonathan is saying that new people bring cash in large amounts for small periods of time, like events.
Yeah, they do. They do bring cash. They put new injections of cash in, but at the end of the day, when you want like a show, they're gonna. It's cash anyway.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to get is that I want them to want to come to the next show.
Yeah. Because of FPV racing.
Because of what they've seen at this show. Yeah. Because right now, it's just
totally an entertainment thing, right? It might have been like someone juggling.
Oh my god, it's so boring, bruv. Huh? If you don't know what it is,
if you're not racing,
if you don't have a set of goggles, if you don't have a drone, if you've never done FPV,
it'll be
it's interesting for 5 minutes.
Yes, it'll be super amazing for 5 minutes, and then it's like, oh okay, well,
and I've walked away.
I've seen it now. I'm gonna go see something else.
And we saw that happen in Western Park, where crowds of people would go up to the FPV, they'd stand for 5-10 minutes, and 90% of them would just walk away, probably never to return.
Yeah. Because
they've seen what they've seen. But with Wings and Wheels, where they changed it and they swapped it about, and then they had a bit of racing, then they had the X Class, and people were coming. When is the X Class on? Because I'm interested in that and I want to see it again. Yeah. And it created that demand for later on, so it brought them back again.
Right? It's not like a race for the pilot. I always say that racing right now, the racing environments, is just for pilots, not for.
It's just for pilots, not for spectators at all. At all.
Because there's no explanation for spectators. Like even who's winning.
We need a lot of stuff. We need commentators. We need big screens. We need top-down views.
Yes.
We need to build an affinity with pilots.
A connection with who's. I would love to see like the and less constant racing, more sporadic with more events in between. Right? It's not like race. It's maybe we have 4 races during the day.
I believe.
One sprint every hour.
70 odd pilots at a race event is too many.
Yeah.
Like as a normal race event, if you're pushing past 30 pilots, I think you're taking the piss. Yeah. Because you can't even break for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want it. I want it to. Even if it was top pressure, I still don't want more than 30 pilots. Even if it's big money, I'd rather you have more events earlier to qualify your 76 pilots down on another day in another location to bring you to this one. But and I understand why they do it.
Yeah, it's because they want to cater to more pilots, right?
Not just that, but we had 70 odd pilots and we still didn't break even at Formula.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah? It's the money that you spend on the thing.
So I could understand some motivation.
Well, but if you cater more to the audience,
yes,
you're gonna have a lot more people coming, spending more money than the pilots, right?
All right, fine. We're talking about 4 or 5 years ago, right, for Formula.
Yeah.
But now there's more people. Yeah.
See you later, Sean.
Thanks, Sean. Thanks for joining us while you could. There's more people even seeing that would now. If I did a poster now, there'd be more reception. To it. Yeah. And you may catch more spectators, but we. In our own circle, haven't settled ourselves down to being showable.
No, it's a self-serving
like you say,
sport,
it's only,
isn't it?
It's only for the pilots. It's all for the pilots. All for the pilot.
I would love to see something like, I think the closest one was that one in Korea, where they had a commentator and they had like different cameras.
Yeah.
Not just the FPV of all the things going on.
A bit more
they had
showy.
And explaining like who's ahead,
Yeah.
who's this, and they had something very interesting, which you said earlier.
Is very possible.
Was the country of the pilot.
Yeah.
So it's not only you grow affinity with the country of the pilot as well.
With the country or the team or the pilot itself. There's many ways that I can get you to want to have green colour. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
To get an affinity with them, because that's the only way that you're going to want to come back is to have that emotional response. That thing. Barkers and swag. I'm guessing that means outfits. Will be in the crowd.
Yeah.
Yes, it's all about Okay, and that's another little thing. Let's just touch on to that. We did something really quite special at Wings and Wheels. No, we did. It was very special. And I'm not trying to talk about us. I'm talking about what actually happened at Wings and Wheels.
Yeah.
We flew for the first time in my knowledge, tiny whoops and tiny drones around the public without a net.
Yes.
And I think that's quite important.
Nobody screamed.
Nobody got upset. Nobody got hurt. Yeah, nothing happened. You know, the risk assessment was really low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we restricted what was flown. No one was flying open propellers.
No
one was being stupid. Yeah. But we did have drones flying around people, and that for me is really significant.
And so much that I was even playing around with drones, and then people realized, oh, you could like tap a tiny whoop, right? And he goes back, and then it comes to you. It's like, oh, tap it again.
Properly
and then kids were like tapping with the tiny whoops, right? Interacting with the drone.
This is it. And not behind the net, like it's something dangerous.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like it's. I'm not talking about open propellers. I'm not talking about mini quads.
And there was no racing. This was like a demo.
This was just us flying in the tent. Yeah. But significantly there was no big old division between us and them. You know, and that I think that really allows people to see that we're not nearly as dangerous as you think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially in the tiny world, that you can, like Jesse, you've done it, we've all done it, we will chase kids up and down.
Yeah.
They freaking love it. It's
but I
so
think
safe.
There's two aspects of this. One is having a show where you're controlled.
Yeah.
And you're flying very slow next to people.
Yeah.
And the other one is a race.
Yeah, but
where you can like just get bumped and go aimlessly into someone's face.
Yeah, but you're not racing in that. We wasn't racing in
that
situation.
But for a race event, maybe that's why you have something that separates. And
from Tiny Whoops?
Yes.
No? Come on.
I know,
when we was in Tiny Whoop HQ...
I know,
and there was 40
pilots.
people...
But that's only pilots.
But there's still people stood and walking around randomly. Yes. Was there any injury?
No, but it's different when it's a member of the public.
I appreciate that, totally.
Because if they don't understand, and all of a sudden there's a tiny whoop, boom, flying to their face. Maybe there's absolutely zero damage to the person. It's
just the shock of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But how are you gonna explain that to the person then? Oh, that's why we don't have nets, but don't worry, it's not gonna hurt you and stuff.
But we'd have a sign on the door before they've walked in.
Maybe, yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah. I would love to see a course.
Why flying indoors?
I would love to see a course where people are
part of the course.
Yeah, part of the course.
I'd like to see courses
where you sit down in a bar, or in a pub, or whatever you want, and people sit down, and the course is right behind you, and you can actually, oh wow, look at that!
Right through, yeah.
But everyone needs to be notified that look, this
that's
race
why you're there.
And
look at what Chris does in
might have a
in the gelato. Hang on, Chris and the gelato.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, they are a little bit off, but they're still flying around people. Yeah, and that's unopen to the public, hardly informed that it's happening, kind of thing. Yeah, like I can see it happening. I love it.
I think it's very stupid having like netting and stuff around. Stuff like that.
Especially when we're talking in tiny land, like in tiny land, it's just so silly to do that.
But I understand why people like, oh no, we have to.
No, I look. I think maybe that we've got a lot of very clued up, not stupid people.
Yeah.
And if you had stupid people, it would be a very different situation. So
and if it's meant for the public, you can always, it's random. You don't know who's coming.
You don't know who and how they're going to react.
But it's beautiful. I love to fly like next to people, and interact with them, and play around with them.
That's my fact.
At one point, it was like I was surrounded by people. I went around.
Yeah.
And I started like, oh hello, and people were like hello, and I turned to the next one and hello, and oh shit, there's people everywhere. I can't go anywhere. So obviously I can always go up or underneath someone's legs and get out of there.
Move out of the way. But did you remember when we was in Dortmund? Years ago, a couple of years ago, and they had that little netted area, and that little bit of track up and down.
That's stupid.
But me and you was the only two pilots. We had no interest in their gates at all, just no interest. We was just up along the fence,
bumping the fence, trying to get out to
trying to get some interest out of the people. That interaction.
Exactly.
Is a million miles away from just stood there watching it going through this.
But it's the pilots that are flying it.
Yeah.
And it's the type of event that it is that makes those sort of things possible.
But that's what again we're talking about shows, aren't we?
Yeah,
this is what we want, is a show.
Let's go on. Hey Paul. Am I stuck in my website?
That's not good. That's the worst thing that you can do, actually.
Take the props out.
That is actually the worst thing. Yeah.
For him or the wife.
Well, either way. Don't forget to take the hair out from under the props as well, because that's never going to be helpful. It's never going to be helpful. All right, so
yes,
we've got
we have some pictures from Weston as well.
Oh yes, should we do that? Should we do? Let's do what one? This is the all right.
No.
So at Weston, which one do you want?
Go Weston. Click here. Go to Instagram.
Actually go to Weston Park?
No, go to Instagram.
Oh, Instagram?
Yeah.
1 minute. So I want to show that video.
There you go.
Oh, that's a great picture. I don't know how you're going to show that.
Yeah, that's it.
So this was Carlos. This is Carlos, and this is Alex.
No, it's my grandfather.
This is Carlos's grandfather, sorry. This is historical pictures. Yeah.
At Weston, many
years ago. Carlos took Carlos's grandfather.
Yes.
And his grandfather's best mate.
Yes.
Yeah. They were doing Land Rovering.
That's true.
All around Weston Park.
The next one here.
It was pretty cool.
And at the time, my grandfather also worked in a drone junkie shop.
He worked for a shop that was called Drone Junkie back then.
Maybe your grandfather.
It was my grandfather's shop. There you go. Yeah. So Uncle Kachuk. And then this was talking about, this is the landscapes.
This is the landscape.
That we're going to chat about in a minute.
We're going to chat about it.
Because we do love the landscapes a lot. And then you found some full-size versions of the same thing that you had.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So I'm going to put on this video. Is that all right with you?
Oh, this is for Wings and Wheels.
Yes.
Are we going to go to Wings and Wheels?
I just want to show this video.
Okay, go.
I really want to show this video.
You're already there.
I'm already there.
You're already there.
So we went to Wings and Wheels. And what happened at Wings and Wheels?
Stays at Wings and Wheels.
Stays at Wings and Wheels. No, it doesn't. We're bringing it to you. They put on a little bit of a fireworks display.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, isn't that lovely? And I've got my little chair and I'm sitting down over here. And little did I know.
Meanwhile,
Tristan and Carlos went off on an adventure. And I've got to say, Carlos, I've got to put it to you. This is the best...
I like it.
FPV video of fireworks that I've seen.
There you go.
Yeah? So I've never seen...
Well, I don't know if it's the best.
I've not seen one as good. What's going on? Why is there no picture?
You can see it as well.
Why is there no picture?
Refresh, maybe.
I can see the picture down here.
I need to refresh.
What's going on?
There we go.
What's that about?
There we go.
There we go. There you go.
You haven't seen one because it's
this is no, it still is. It is the best that I've seen so far.
Now there's no sound.
And now there's no sound. So,
there we go.
Okay, because you chose this specifically. Yeah.
Well, I think. I don't
phenomenal.
know if it's the best.
I think it's phenomenal.
But I liked it, and I especially loved flying inside of that.
Well, it's the closest to the middle of a firework actual explosion that I've ever seen.
Really? No,
I've not seen anyone that close up in fireworks.
Well, inside of the...
Inside.
Where you see the explosion next to you.
Yeah, you're actually... one explosion here, one explosion there. Yeah. You're inside it.
There was some very, very close.
I've seen loads from outside.
This one was very close. There was a couple one that were...
And those balloons, oh my god, those big balloons are just phenomenal.
I'm just happy that I got a chance of flying inside of the
these balloons,
a lot of people think they're real.
You can't tell from this video, and this guy with a cannon, that was amazing. But those balloons, you can't tell how big they are.
Yeah.
And they're not as big as you think.
They're not.
Like, we'll show you in a minute how not as big as you think they are, but they are really not as big as you think. So this was brilliant when they was all flying as well. So they're really brave airplane guys, the wing guys.
Wanted to destroy the wings.
They was aiming, and no one got hit. That's what got me. It's like, I couldn't believe it. But
you can see the.
So this was a great. I was watching this from off at the side, and it was lovely. I was down there. I was like, oh.
Did you see a tiny little thing flying?
Didn't see you at all. Had no clue you was in there. Didn't even know this was happening. Yeah, it was brilliant. That guy there, see the flashing guy? He was the bravest. The bravest. Look at that balloon. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing?
I would have loved to be more prepared for this.
I think next year's going to be even better. I think we're going to do
I literally went to the guy.
Aren't you glad you turned up on the Saturday?
I heard, yes. I heard like on a bit far away from where I was. Like, oh, quick, they're going to start the fireworks. And I was like, huh? Fireworks? And I literally called Tristan.
That's why you disappeared.
I literally called Tristan. Tristan, grab your shit and come with me right away. Right away. We took the boards and we ran after them.
I'm stood there like, where's the lads? What's going on? Fireworks. Look, I've got the chairs out and everything.
We ran to see.
But you were just gone.
And then I found the guy and was like, do you mind if I
can we
record? And actually, so you're gonna have fireworks, and he said, do you want to record it? And that was it. I
was like, it's the Pope Catholic. Thank you very much. But look, this bit with these two balloons, man. They're so awesome. That's so awesome.
Yes, they were.
So yeah, that's great footage from Carlos.
So that's the size of a person there at the bottom.
That is a person down there.
And the balloon is like 3 times bigger than a person.
No. You're going to see how big the balloons are now.
Oh, do you have a picture there?
Yeah. So, no, 1 minute. It's this video here. It's.
Do you have it? No, you don't. It was in my thing.
Oh, have I unplugged it now? Oh, you silly boy. All right, hang on.
You want the SD card then?
Yeah, I need the SD card. All right, stick with us. But, I had this video for a minute. Oh no!
What's that?
Looks like the computer's crashed.
Oh. Killed it. No, it's back.
I've killed the computer.
There you go.
I've killed it. Is that still running?
No, it's back. It's back.
Are we still
back.
running?
Yes.
I think we're
Jem's
back.
computer doesn't cope with a lot of things at the same time.
Well, it doesn't cope with me.
The wings look amazing. Yes, it was. I was in a bliss flying inside there. Just. I was heading to as close as I could to the actual firework.
Well, this is what I was trying to say.
And you could pinpoint more or less where it was going to go off. So I tried to head off exactly to the point where it was going to head off. That's why I had explosions that were literally next to my face.
That's why I'm trying to say that it's the best. It's the best one that I've seen.
One of those.
It's the best one that I've seen.
No.
On thing because you was inside fireworks.
There we go.
All right. So this video now. So can you see that balloon there? That's not a big balloon. That's a little RC remote control balloon. Yeah, it did freeze, Paul. Sorry, we're back. We are back.
You can probably scroll it to the side and get the next video.
But I can't believe how small this balloon is. Like if you look at it in this video.
Scroll up to the front.
Scroll up to about here somewhere. Yeah, look. So we've taken off. Look, it's tiny. But still big.
Yes.
But tiny. But wow.
They look very nice.
I love them.
That guy was dipping one of them in the water as well.
He was just dipping his little basket.
And it's funny because how did they keep their balloons and not lose them? As you may or may not know, a balloon, if you let the balloon go, it will go.
The wind,
right?
The wind.
It doesn't stay in the same place.
Yeah.
So if you can see there's tiny little guide ropes that you might be able to see, and he's actually holding the balloon with another radio on his hand that goes throttle for the fire.
I spoke to one of them and he said he had 4 channels on.
4 channels?
Yeah.
Why?
He had...
Oh, because he has 1 and 2.
He has 2 burners on separate channels.
But what?
He has the opening to let the air out.
Okay.
And then there was something else that he had, which I can't remember now.
Opening to let the air out?
Yes. So when you want to come down, you've got to let the hot air out.
Yes.
So there's another string, I think you can see it on the side.
Are they open something somewhere on the balloon? Top. The top?
Yeah, the top middle opens and it lets air out so they can come down.
I go on top of one of the balloons.
Something like that. Yeah, look, right in the middle at the top. No, you're not high enough.
Okay.
You're not high enough.
Interesting. Didn't know there was an opening on the top of the balloons.
Yeah, to let the air out.
Okay.
Because that's how they come back down.
Yes. But aside from that, there's no controlling whatsoever.
That's it. No, aside from that, yeah.
Bye.
You are seriously. Look. Did you see the little X?
Yeah.
Did you see that little X? Look. that little X there, is what lets air out, I believe.
And that's why that string is there, because I guess it opens up a little porthole or something that
to let the air, is what I understand. But I know bugger all about balloons, and I could well be wrong.
Yes.
But there's got to be a way to let
at first I thought, why are they holding him with a rope? And then I thought, oh, it's a balloon.
It's a balloon. You ain't gonna come. It's not a Zeppelin, is it?
Gonna go.
Even the Zeppelin would need a rope to hold the bucket down.
Yeah.
But that was amazing. That was for me a real joy to see.
Yes,
like,
the balloons.
I've never seen a balloon at another show.
An RC balloon, never seen them.
Or anything like that. That's very new to me.
And again, this was the same thing. Like Tristan was like, "Oh look, there's a balloon there." I'm like, "Balloon, run, balloon!" Grab your shit
this
and go.
Is the other thing. This is interesting. You're kind of jolting onto another little subject about people that make their own luck.
Yes.
Like you're just gonna go.
Yeah.
You're not resisting.
Yeah.
You're not holding back from going, and just you stood there.
Yes.
The guy said to you, "Do you want to fly?"
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't even have to ask for it.
Because he saw the stuff that we did before.
Yeah. So
with people don't know yet, but we were flying inside of a bar.
Oh yeah, is that on this video? Is that
it is, yes.
Yeah.
It's
so there was a bar there as well, and at one point, the owner.
And before people go, oh my God, it's flying a G quad. It's a tiny whoop.
Flying tiny whoops, but the owner did come and ask us to go and fly in the bar. Yes. It's not like we're just rebels flying around people. Like it was. Would you mind? No, it's before that.
Huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and you flew with the trucks.
With the trucks.
Yeah.
It's not this one. Go
not
back
this
one. No, the next one. It's this one, yeah. You can start like off from the...
Start from there somewhere.
A bit more.
So again, we're flying tinies around people.
And everyone was like, they announced for everyone, like, look, we're gonna...
that is happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like I just picked up a quad and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to fly, scare everyone else.
Not just being a rebel, but we was actually invited there because we was, and he phoned and said, look, come and fly around the bar, and again, nice everyone was aware. Lovely entry shot that was. I think the bar people would love that, and so would this musician. And it worked out very well for us. Again, it
was amazing. Like
you've got to have a little bit, a modicum of sensibility. Yeah, of that safety's edge.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you can do some stuff like this.
Stuff like this. Like, when would you be able to do anything like this if people aren't gonna...
Yeah. At one point you do fly... There you go, and you fly off. So you're not going to get that with a hand cam.
Yeah.
You're not gonna he was desperate. He wanted
all the time,
some.
like, come over.
He wanted some.
I'm like, no.
Come on, give me a bit. No. I want a bit.
But it's funny because...
That doesn't help, does it?
No, because his face is in the way.
Like,
it's what you said. Like, we have to get something.
I like the balloon hats. If you get the long balloons, you just juggle them, plonk them on, have a little hat. And I think Jesse did a load of them at I.O. Yeah, just gone.
Yes.
And you could get people to just make up their own hat as well. So it's just a couple of bags of balloons. Because like the head it's there, isn't it? It's right where I want to fly.
Exactly.
It's no good. If you've got short arms as well, imagine. It'd be even worse.
Yeah, exactly. Especially with kids, they just do like this and expect us to.
It's no good. Just about. That's just about.
And good. They just do like this on the side. No, you're not gonna dive in your arms.
That's not.
They don't know how to do like a big ball.
Big circle and get their head out of the way.
Yeah.
So there's loads of that to it, But flying around people is really good fun. And then all those little trucks that you flew with. There was so much to see.
Yeah, this event was really...
so much to see.
I was rushing to try and meet these guys.
This is what he was flying, John, if you wanted to know. It was one of those little tiny stuff.
78 millimeters.
Yeah.
It's about 60 grams or less.
Yeah. We did have a really good time. We had a pretty good weekend.
Look at this.
In fact, the whole weekend was really good. It was very chill, and we at the end where we had a woof ball table.
Mm-hmm.
We had the stall.
Mm-hmm.
Ray was across the front with the simulator.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had the Orlandos.
Yes, we have a picture actually.
We have a picture.
Oh,
yeah. All right, let me have a look.
In the... Where is it?
Hang on. Is it?
Oh, it's
is it this picture you're talking about?
No, the other one. Oh, well, we have this picture.
This
picture. This is from before.
So this was actually taken at Western Park, this one.
Yeah.
Which was a lovely picture.
Yes. We're waiting from the other ones, from Alex.
And we've got more pictures coming.
Yes.
And this is...
This is, yeah, what we have in the...
So this was at Wings and Wheels. Yeah. So what we've got here is we've got a bit of landscape table here. Something seems to be stressing out again. I don't know if we're still live, people, let me know.
Yeah, we're live. It just, your computer is not coping with...
Why is it not coping with the pictures?
Maybe it's the card inside. Take out the...
This one. Maybe.
Time for a new computer.
But it's no, this is a great computer. Hello.
It'll come back.
Alright, stick with us, people. If we're there.
If we're there.
If we're not, we'll be back. But we think we're there. We're just waiting for the computer to catch up. There we go. It looks like it's catching up.
Oh dear.
I get a mouse and then it disappears. Can you see?
I think it's all stuck now.
Wow, that's really stressing, isn't it?
Close the picture maybe, if you can.
It could be because we've got two of these open. Oh, it's making beepy noises.
Oh, there we go. We're back.
We seem to be back.
Maybe. No, we were back for a bit.
We were back momentarily, and now we've gone again momentarily. But we're back now.
There we go. Yes.
Are we back now?
Yes.
Let us know if we're back.
Yeah, we are.
If we're back for you people, then we are back. So this was when it decides to open. I really don't know what's happened here. I've never realised. My PC's good.
Close all the other stuff that you have open. Look at that. You have like a ton of things open.
Well, they're only web pages.
Hmm? Yeah, we don't like that.
It doesn't like it. Alright, so anyway, so we went and we had a load of landscape.
Yes.
Built for us by the awesome Thomas Ashley.
Lovely.
And he's built, actually, I think, most of those ones that you can see in that picture.
I think we're not...
Are we still not live? So we're still trying to just...
Close a couple of tabs.
I'm closing these ones, just when it lets me. when it allows me to close tabs, then I'll do my best.
I think...
no, it seems like it's gone again.
No, we are definitely... Oh, there we go. Reconnection successful.
Okay, so we have reconnected.
Yeah, that's fine. It will start another one, I guess.
No,
there we go.
To someone else.
Huh?
That's gone to someone else. It's gone to someone else.
Just go back to your... there we go.
So, I don't know if we're back. We could be back. Yeah.
We got killed.
We're back now? Are we? I don't know. But we're there.
Yeah, welcome back. See?
Welcome back.
Okay.
Alright, awesome. Thanks, guys. So where was we? What we were talking about was this bit of table.
Professionalism above all.
We only do it the right way.
Yes.
Was this table.
Which is this.
And we had this one in the tent. And what I really want to try and encourage more people
to build this.
To build their own version, yes.
Like this was amazing. Like we had so many people just come and it was funny because people would come, they would look at it, and wait until one of us goes like, "Oh, do you want to have a try?" And then we're like, "No. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there was hesitant.
Yes.
There was hesitant. See, the other thing is that if you had a look at some of the other stalls, and I'm not saying we did this on purpose, but if you looked at some of the other stalls, they would
see, not touch.
They would see, not touch, or pay us to play.
Pay us to play.
Yeah?
Yes.
And
I think we need to do that.
We didn't charge anyone. No, I'm not really that interested in it. I want people to enjoy it at the end of the day. So, I think there was a bit of hesitance to that. Yeah? It would have been nice if we actually had done the thing where take a picture and post it to your social media.
We need to do like a board.
Again, we're just not hardly professional enough to get to those kind of stages. But oh my god!
At least some stickers saying Drone Junkie on the course.
Well, that would be nice too. But you know, that really was awesome. Like, as far as I'm concerned,
yeah.
That, the Woover, the simulator, and us chatting to people about drones really made that tent work well.
Yeah, like people, it was incredible. At some points in time, I would turn around, I would turn back, and the tent was completely filled with people. I was like, where the hell did all these people came from?
Full, just like you couldn't see across the tent.
And they would stay.
This is
like when we were flying the whoops around.
Yeah. Just
for, I don't know, like 15 minutes or 20 minutes, there were like people all over the place, just like, oh, look at that, wow, pop, pop, pop.
Like it was an actual entertaining space. Like it was, you know, people came and they came back.
Yeah.
They came for another go.
Especially kids.
Oh, the kids and the movers and they absolutely loved it.
Kids were like, can I try the car again? I'm like,
the kids absolutely, you know, the kids.
Not you.
We smashed it there. But
so smashed the cars, yeah.
They did. You know, but that's kids, bros. You know, what can you do? Yeah, that's part of what kids do.
Yes. And you were saying you want more people to do stuff like this.
Yes, so if we look at this picture, what I'm trying to say is, just looking at this picture, is 1, 2, 3, 4 landscapes there.
Yeah.
Can you see? So there's one landscape here.
Which
you see my mouse.
This one now.
There's a landscape behind the crane. There's this nice long one that you just put down.
Yeah.
And there's this one that I've got, which is cumbersome and we can't close.
Yes.
And why I say that, because I'm going to lead to this one, that one, these three are all made out of boxes.
Yes.
That you've got there.
Yes.
So can you just show the guys
again?
Yeah. Well, I didn't transition you to showing it. Hi, hey Jesse, how you doing? Thanks for joining us.
Hey Jesse.
And everyone that's come back to join us after we crashed, thank you very much.
What's inside the box?
So, look, what I like is that, look, it's a nice, clean box, no offence, not offensive to your missus or your girlfriend or anything, and you can store it in any direction.
Yes.
Yeah?
And more importantly, you can like...
you can bash it about, trying to throw it across the room. But inside
what's inside?
Dun 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 is your landscape.
Beautiful. And this one I made myself. It takes a day or so.
It's just a bit of creativity, a little bit of
day, and
a few little tips, and you can get to making a lot of space. Why am I telling you this? Why am I telling you, the viewing, listening public, this? I want to challenge you guys.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Challenge.
I want to do a Jamal Dakar. Not a Camel Dakar.
It's not Camel Dakar.
It's not Camel Dakar.
Camel Trophy.
There's no licensing needed here.
You're mixing everything
This is no licensing. So these ones, the other ones were made by Thomas Ashley.
Yeah,
that little one.
Mine is still, it's. I think it's all right, but it's not this.
But look, artists are artists and that. Like this big one here and this one, it was made by Tom.
I would love to know how to do this.
It's just absolutely beautiful.
How do you open it?
So,
there you go.
So we want to do a Jamal Dakar. So all you need to do, hang on, you're dropping bits. All you need to do, hang on, let me transition, because you're holding it up for no reason without a transition.
Oh yes.
There you go.
Great.
So all we want you to do is to build your own box, like this, in your own landscape.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold a little event. Let's not make it big.
Yes.
We're going to hold a little event, and you bring your box, we'll bring our boxes, and then we'll do
we bring our boxes, we meet at the park.
Outside, and then we'll do one complete, much like we've done here, like we've done on this table here.
It would be lovely.
Where we've gone from this one to this one to that one, with a little bridge.
Yes. We
could do loads, like 8, 10, 12
I have your bridge, by the way.
Thank you. But we could do 8, 10, 12 of them going around.
Oh, that would be...
Do you see what I mean?
Insane.
But they'd all be little different landscapes.
Yes.
Do you guys think that's interesting? Is anyone out there?
Would you like to go for a
therapy land?
Jamal Dakar.
For a Jamal Dakar?
Jamal.
Yes.
Camel.
Not Camel Dakar. We are doing Jamal Dakar now. Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
It should be Jamal Trophy.
What, the Jamal Trophy Dakar?
Yes, because it's closer. No, not Dakar. Forget about Dakar. This is a different thing.
Different thing.
You should call it Jamal Trophy.
The Jamal Trophy.
And get a little trophy for the winner. Or the winning team.
For the Jamal Trophy. Well,
Jamal Trophy, because it's Jamal.
We'll have a trophy. Yeah, we'll have a trophy.
It's Jamal Trophy. It's the closest to Camel Trophy.
Yes, what I'm saying is the Jamal.
Oh, you're saying Dakar. Dakar is a completely different thing.
Because that's Paris Dakar, not Dakar. Okay, so it's the Jamal Trophy.
Jamal Trophy.
Okay. Yeah, because you're just swapping it over. Yeah? I don't know. But if you guys are interested in this, let us know. If you want to...
And... Wait. Because people might not have cars.
Yes, so well, you need a car, yeah.
You need a car.
That does help.
But if you don't, you have at least one to lend.
Oh, no, hang on. There's going to be 3.
Oh, there's going to be 3.
Because we've got the Jeep, you've got the 150 and the Land Rover.
Yes.
So it's not about you buying or bringing a car. No, if you've got a car, great.
Bring it.
It's the landscapey thing.
Yes.
And I reckon we're going to have enough people with cars and landscapes anyway. But yeah, if other people want to come and have a go, like we was doing at Western or Wings and Wheels, that's fine. That's not a problem at all. Don't think if you haven't got a car you can't come along. The Jamal Toe Trophy.
Jamal Toe Trophy.
We do the cars, Paul's funny guy. On Drone Junkie's website, we do the cars. I've just done my new one. So this was painted. Let me just do. We haven't gone to Kitchen Cam lately.
Lately in a month.
Well, in a month. So hang on. Where's that looking? Why is that looking in the wrong place?
Oh, because what?
What?
It's not connected.
This?
Yeah, see? It's not.
Why is it no longer connected?
Just go to webcam 2 on the right hand side, and reconnect the camera. No, double click on properties, yeah, it's fine.
It's the same.
Pick another one, and then the same.
It's this one.
There we go.
There it is. So, we know how to use the equipment here. So this car was painted for me very kindly by Alex, and he did a nice 3-colour camo job on it.
Yes.
And then I've just started to apply a few decals, because I do like a few little decals on mine. But yeah, this will be one of the ones that will be available. It's not like it's not about available to play, but don't worry about if you haven't got a car.
Yes.
But that's still a little bit off. Before we get to that, yeah, I'd love to see yours. Before we get to that kind of stage.
Love to see mine?
Yeah.
The car, I hope.
The car, obviously, the car. Before we get to see that, what I'm thinking is if people can, and that is a beautiful example as well. Again, I think this is another one from Alex, isn't it?
People are asking, who the hell is Alex? Shall we introduce Alex?
I don't know. How can we introduce him? Where do we get his picture?
Well...
I maybe I'll find his Facebooky picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So Alex is your friend from Portugal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Came here from Portugal. He's actually an owner for an airsoft shop called...
hang on. Base something, wasn't it?
Base Bravo. Base Bravo.
Base Bravo.
Yeah.
That was it.
There you go.
That's his Facebooky thing. But yeah, he does airsoft and that kind of stuff. So if you wanted to see his site,
there's a picture of me eating ice cream.
It's this one here on Facebook, Base Bravo. And is that you, Carlos? Is that you?
Yes.
Eating ice cream?
It was for an airsoft game in Portugal.
And that's okay. So they're not rebels and they're not fighting any war or anything like that.
No, it's just...
but that's just an airsoft game.
Definitely going to get demonetized for this.
Yeah. And this is... That's Alex, top bloke. Yeah, top bloke, very nice guy. And he is the guy that makes these look so pretty. He does all the paint on them. And then we put a few little stickers here and there. And then he paints over the stickers.
And he said that if we have like a big event, he'll come over to play.
Yeah?
And he's doing his own little... he probably can't bring it with him, but he's doing his
own space as well, like track.
And but he's more mental than you. Because do you know what he wanted to do? So he has a shop there.
Okay.
The rent is peanuts, and it's.
Well, yeah, it's Portugal, isn't it?
It's I don't know.
Not like London.
6-7 times bigger than the space that you have here, empty.
That's nice.
If you empty up this space, it will be 6-7 times bigger.
I'm not jealous.
Just one of the rooms that he has is like 2.5 times bigger than this.
I'm still not jealous.
Maybe a bit more.
He's pushing it now.
And what he wanted to do, the boy's insane.
Is have a whole room.
Yes.
I would have a room.
With.
I would have a room.
You can in the shop, right? With like mountains, cars, boats, an area with water where you can have. We go on a boat and get. I would love it. Seriously, I would love it. You remember that picture that I sent that I'm holding a thing, and I'm this size, and the thing that I'm holding takes up all of the screen and a bit more.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted to do, like the first iteration.
I'm not jealous at all. I'm just good. I'm going to go to Portugal soon and see myself. You know, take my little car with me.
This is all about, especially with this type of landscape, is all about inventing something new, like making something. It doesn't
new
have to
spaces.
Be,
yeah, totally.
And it's not that hard to do it. Actually, you know, I'm not a great artist or anything, but it's as simple as getting some.
Well.
Foam? What's it called?
Expanding
foam.
Yeah. Expanding foam does a
Getting
lot
a box,
for the landscape, yeah.
Like these boxes are super cheap in eBay. You can find them for 30 quid.
They're about 30 quid, yeah. There's a lot of shapes as well. Boxes.
Thinking what the course is going to be and how you're going to close.
Yeah, that is one thing you do need to think about.
That's the first thing that you need to do.
Is where your high bit is going to go into the low bit. That is, definitely something you need to think about.
And the good thing that I've found is that you don't have to fill in the high bit full of foam. You can just put like a little bit of cardboard underneath.
Yeah.
And then fill that with foam.
Or even stick down like white foam, like fridge foam.
Yes.
You know the stuff that comes around the fridges.
So think of the course that you want to do, and then literally fill everything with foam.
And then use the expandy foam to give you that roundy shape of the rock.
And literally just go. There's no. You can do it whatever way you want to, because when you're over, you're gonna have to cut a lot of things.
Yes, then you start hacking it back
until it closes, and when it closes, that's when you start adding the bits like rocks and debris that you can find in the floor to make it pretty.
I think maybe we'll get Tom in at some point.
Doing like a little
maybe even a live one in the side screen or something.
Yeah.
But it does take a little while. It does take a while for it to set or something. Maybe we'd have to get him to do it in Blue Peter style. And here's half done, and here's 3/4 done, and then da. But he does have 6, 7, 8 layers of paint on that top surface, which I think is just as important to explain to people.
Because when I started painting and then I closed, when I opened it up,
you got to wait for it to dry.
I can't wait for anything.
Like that's that would be a prerequisite, waiting for it to dry.
Superfly is asking about Wings and Wheels. It was amazing. We already spoke about it.
It was amazing. You're gonna have to rewind a little bit.
When it finishes, go back.
But there's loads of videos. Superfly. You're gonna watch the fireworks video, which is
that's
phenomenal.
on YouTube. Actually,
it's on YouTube on seeknd's channel.
And there's gonna be more videos. It was
just so amazing. Just
that and Wings and Wheels, and we have some pictures from from Weston. The pictures that you showed already one, but that the other pictures that he has are just.
Well, I'm waiting for him to go into a little thing. He's going to do that into a little slideshow.
I'll send him a message right now.
Yeah, little slideshow, something like that. What else are we going to talk about? I'm going to just quickly mention, because I've had a lot of people asking me about the Sensi. Sorry, it's just taken so long. The issue is the CNC factory in China are moving their machine. Sounds stupid, but they're moving their machine, and we've got to wait for ages for the machine to move. And they're doing it now. Now it's moved.
Okay.
So they can cut it, and I can get more cut.
That's good.
Well, totally sold out, and just everybody loves them. But sorry. I don't know what else to say. Yeah.
You can't. Well, you can't.
Sorry.
This is the CNC.
Yeah.
What about the Tom, can he cut some in?
No, Tom's not cutting carbon. Tom's cutting HDPE.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, in HDPE.
Yeah.
You're not getting more HDPE?
No, we've got HDPE.
Okay.
It's the carbon ones that we haven't got.
Get HDPE?
Yeah.
There,
HDPE
I
is
sold
nice.
it.
No, it's nice HDPE, but everyone wants carbon, I guess. Did he just swear at me then? Did Superfly just swear at me? Yeah.
No, he's saying because he said toothpick.
He's swearing.
He doesn't like to hear the name toothpick.
It's just everyone's calling everything a toothpick.
It doesn't matter. Listen, it's the same with the tiny whoop. It's just a keyword.
Yeah, but it's not a toothpick.
Power word.
Why ain't it a Rhetorius?
Same as a tiny whoop.
Why ain't it a Rhetorius?
This is not a tiny whoop, is it?
Is it not catchy enough?
Where's my tiny whoop?
Is it not catchy enough?
This is not a tiny whoop, right? Is this a tiny whoop?
I don't think it's a tiny whoop.
But everyone calls it tiny whoop.
I would call it abducted micro. Yeah. I wouldn't call this a tiny whoop.
Tiny whoop HD.
But this is not.
That's a toothpick.
This is not a toothpick. Just so you know, this is not a toothpick.
You have to. At one point, you have to.
It's not a toothpick.
It's a losing battle, Jim.
It's well, like them. The new. On the telly, the burger place.
Huh? The burger place.
The Burger King, I think it is.
Burger King.
And if you go in and say, "Can I have a hamburger?" They're like, "No, you can't." I'm going to be like that. If you want a toothpick, I'm just going to be, "No, you can't." No, you can't have one. There's none for you. You're not having
Go away.
Go away.
I will taunt you once more.
Get out. Yeah. All right. Rich, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that you're still waiting, and they're going to be here soon. I don't know how else to explain it.
But there's some wine. What about these?
There's only a couple of HDPE ones left. No, they're pre-production test
They're
jobs.
pre-production test jobs.
Yeah, they've all got issues.
People will buy them. They don't care.
They've all got issues. No, you don't want them.
People don't care.
No, you don't want them.
Just give me some.
Yeah, you don't want them. What else have you got to tell us about?
I have something for our viewers.
Oh, there's something for you.
Yes. What was it?
I'm going to cut John off.
I'm
cutting him off. I'm cutting him off. Seriously, I'm just going to cut him off. I'm just going to cut him off.
I would love, or we would love, to have a contest for our viewers.
We love contests.
And what's the contest?
I don't know. You just told me about it. I don't know what it is. What you got? What are you trying to give away now? What are you trying to do? You've seen too much stuff.
What do you want? You like this one?
You've come in here, you've seen too much stuff, you're just trying to give it away. What now?
No. So I don't know about giveaway, but you will be part of this podcast as a viewer.
How's they going to do that?
If you win the competition.
If they win the competition?
Yes.
And what they got to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do, please? They've got to do something.
Okay.
Come on.
They must think that this is set up, but this is really not.
It's just chaos.
It's really not.
Honestly, it's just chaos.
Right.
It looks like organised chaos, but trust me,
so,
it's just chaos.
Our idea is to involve you guys more on the podcast. I mean, we have the chat and we have the interaction, but we hope that we want that extra bit.
It's true.
So I thought
it's been spoken about.
It would be nice to get, this is kind of like a radio talk show, right?
A little bit radio.
Where we show our face.
A little bit.
Sometimes we have someone coming in and taking callers and shit. So, in the radio...
It was nice.
We
need Tristan back, by the way, Tristan.
Tristan's going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, we can't be just reading these comments on our own. Okay, sorry. We need you.
Anyways.
Yes.
What I thought to add onto this radio bit is that, in radio, sometimes they have they show the tiniest commercial, which is the
like a little flash in between, so
the jingle for the radio.
But look,
it's not just this. It's like the jingle. Like when you hear radio, you go like Radio Capital. Oh, it's the radio. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we need our jingle.
Yes. With a little logo. So you, the watcher, the viewer. I would come and get some more
our talented viewers.
Shut up, John.
Yeah.
Our talented viewers, we would like to create a
short,
very short,
few seconds,
logo and music related to Quadtherapy Podcast.
And then every so often
can be anything.
I can press the button.
And it will go like yes, with your name on it.
It could go that way. Yeah. I don't mind. Yeah.
So if you would like to submit your entry for this video, they have what, like 2 weeks?
Couple of weeks, yeah.
3 weeks?
Couple of weeks.
3 weeks.
Oh, if they need 3.
Let's say 3 weeks.
Let's say 3.
What week is it?
Well, that'll be by my birthday.
By August.
See how I slipped that in? Let's see how I slipped it in. So by my birthday,
when's your birthday?
3 weeks' time. Yeah, in 3 weeks' time, by the time of my birthday, this is the end of it.
When is your birthday? Nobody knows.
It's the 29th.
The 29th
of this month.
Of this month.
Yeah.
What's that? Do we have a show on that? Because you need to.
I don't know if we do have a show on that. Let me have a look. The 29th is a Monday.
There we go.
So we'd have
Let's
a
do
show
it on the 3rd.
We'd have a show. Oh, what, after you mean?
Yes, on the 3rd. Yeah, that's 4 weeks.
We can't have a show. Oh, actually, because we're at Tristan's then.
We're at Tristan's, yes.
We're at Tristan's then. So we'd have for the one after. So by the 3rd of August.
3rd of August.
Will be the end of it.
Yes. I'll put. Well, you write something on your Facebook as well. I'll put something on this video, just reminding people what
we're actually talking about.
What's the terms and conditions?
Is there terms? There's okay. Just
terms is make a video.
Make it interesting.
Send us the link and.
It's Quadtherapy.
Yes.
We're
Quadtherapy Podcast. It's just a little logo and.
It's got to go like that. No.
And a jingle thingy.
And like a jingly thingy.
Quadtherapy. Could be anything. Could be your voice. Can be your voice.
Could be.
Like, think radio type things.
Radio.
Was that clear? It was terrible.
Just make it up. Just something to splash on. We might even use more than one.
Yeah. We will? No,
Probably.
one. One to start with?
It depends on how many people actually
0.
send us stuff. Like, if only one person sends it in,
you'll be the winner.
That's kind of it.
And what do they get then?
Kind of thing.
First, they get to be part of the show.
For sure.
Forever, because we're gonna spam that button.
Oh, I'm gonna be pressing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have something like, put in your name somewhere.
Yes, you could do.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I'll tell people blatantly the name. It doesn't matter. But yeah, just something just to make us look a little bit like we know what we're doing. A little bit more.
That's hard.
I know it's really hard, but a little bit more professional than we.
But you don't wanna look too professional, because the fun of this show is.
Then they're gonna think that
being the least professional possible.
They're gonna think we know what we're doing if we look
a jingle with some type of logo action going. That's pretty much it. And you have until the 3rd of August to complete this Herculean task.
Herculean, but something like that.
Yes.
It could be more. Don't restrict it to just a little jingly.
A little jingle.
Yeah.
It have to be like a parameter set. If we say like you do whatever you want.
It can't be 4 minutes long.
No, like
it's got to be like I think
5 seconds.
5 at the most.
5 seconds.
At the most.
At the most of like a little logo and some music just or your voice or whatever you want to say.
Things
related to Quadtherapy.
Quadtherapy, drones, FPV, us. Madness.
Carlos and Jem, Quadtherapy Podcast.
I hope it's not that one.
There we go.
Yeah. I hope it's not that one because I should be first, like Carlos and Jem. Like
Jem
what?
And Carlos.
No, that doesn't sit right. Jem and Carlos. No, I don't like that.
I'll vote as well. So
I don't even like that one. All right, but something like that. Okay.
Otherwise, I'll do this one.
And then what else are we doing? We've got another show coming at some point. Is there any shows? There is something coming up.
I don't know. There was that. What's it called? The one with the cars, but we didn't get more info on that, did we?
Oh, actually, I should call him back.
Call him back.
Okay, I'll tell you about that later on.
Yes.
But
it'd be very nice.
I'll call him back.
Very nice. We're not flying in drones anymore. This is like this should be the car show.
Hey
guys, the car show.
We do a lot of
Carlos and Jim car show. They also have a podcast on it.
We do these in FPV.
It's true.
Does that count?
It does count. It should.
Does that?
Should.
Yeah.
That's the redemption.
You know, you've still got
one
here.
Huh?
Not that one.
Yeah.
So I know.
It's just too good. This is
It's just like a puzzle. Just trying to open it. It's like a puzzle.
There we go.
Ah.
It's just for people that haven't seen this before. It's just.
You like that, don't you?
It's too good.
I love it.
Make more of these, people. And watch out for Jamal's trophy.
Jamal trophy.
Jamal trophy.
The Jamal trophy.
Jamal
so John's asking about going to Turkey next week.
Okay.
I've flown many times to Turkey and Cyprus.
Make sure you have everything, all your batteries, put them in a separate...
In its own lipo bag.
A lipo bag that's clearly marked as a lipo bag, not, don't take too many.
No. Well, even tiny ones, how many can you take? It's 150 watt-hours.
Tiny whoop. No one ever seen my tiny whoop batteries.
Yeah. They don't even know. Exactly.
No one ever
They don't even know.
At most they go. They're normally going for the big batteries. So if you have tons of those, that's when it raises a red flag for them, and they go like, oh, well, I don't know the rules, but this seems too many. So
yes.
The other thing is that
more than anything, if you look like you've presented it all in the right way, like you know what you're doing, they already take your lead.
Exactly.
And just say, oh, he knows what he's doing.
What I always do is on purpose, take the bag of the battery out.
I do that too, and I present it to them.
And I put it on the little thing. Exactly.
And I open my goggles and my transmitter like that. And
that just goes inside of the bag. Because the first thing that they on the X-ray, what they see is a bunch of black things.
Oh, it was the lipos.
The lipos is pure black. Yes. Yeah. So that's why I put them outside of my backpack when it goes through the X-ray. Just think of it like what they say with the iPads and all that shit. Put it outside, because either way, the chances are high that they're gonna want to check it, because they just see something black on the screen. So if it's inside of the bag, it's even more suspicious, right?
Yeah.
So if it's out, then you're already giving it. Look, I'm not hiding this.
This
is
it,
here,
look,
right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. With if you look like you know what you're doing, they're just going to accept you.
And on the other bag is a bunch of drones anyway. So they go like, "What's the batteries for?" It's for the drones.
Connect two and two. Yeah, you've got a reason for it.
Exactly.
And a reason. Yeah. There's no problem in Turkey about flying anywhere and in places. Don't fly near people.
Yeah.
Don't fly near military installations. Yes. But you'd get that anywhere. Yeah. So
it's always the same thing. Just be conscious.
We've
and use common sense.
You've taken
and you can fly anywhere.
20 times on planes, if not more.
Yeah.
It's all different destinations.
Never had an issue.
And I've been a few times where they've not even registered it.
No.
They've not even
coming back from Portugal. It just went through. No questions asked.
Nothing at all. So again, it really is about you and how you're presenting yourself. Yeah, exactly. Definitely, all lipos, transmitter lipo as well, which a lot of people will forget.
But
all lipos in a bag.
They never check the transmitter.
They never do.
Zero.
But if here's my lipo bag, here it is. Yes. Here's my drones. That's the way I do it.
And if they argue saying, no, you can't take this.
Never heard that. I've never heard that.
So there's a guy that got stopped. And they said, no, you can't take the lipos.
I've been stopped, and he said 150 watt-hours, and I said to him, go on then, count it up, and I weren't nowhere near 150 watt-hours, and he didn't even bother to count them, and he just let me go through. Yeah?
But the important thing is to know the law.
Know the law. It's 150 watt-hours. What does that mean?
99.
Now?
99.
When did that happen? It was 150.
No, 99 watts an hour.
Really?
And you can just Google how to check how many watts per hour. It's per battery as well. So you could take
ridiculous.
You could take 100 of those batteries.
It's ridiculous.
But obviously that's going to raise big red flags.
But again, it's very much that they don't want anything to do with you anyway.
Exactly.
As long as you're here, it is all laid out. I'm not trying to hide anything.
But it's the amount as well. So I tend to just take like 5 batteries per type of drone that I'm taking. So if I'm taking like a 5-inch. I take 5 4S batteries. If I take a 3-inch, I take 5 2S batteries or 3S batteries. So I'm not going to take the biggest amount of batteries.
Only in tiny whoops do you have
tiny whoops. You can take whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Do you know what I mean? There's very tiny.
No one ever stopped me for like tiny whoop batteries. They just go and check. Actually, the tiny whoop batteries normally I forget and I put in a different bag and they never check that anyways.
They don't even look. Well, they're very small.
Because very tiny. So
they're very, very small. I think you've got no problem travelling wherever it is you're travelling.
Yeah.
Fraser's made a comment there.
Yeah.
And I'm actually trying to persuade Tom. Yeah. I'm pushing him. So we are going to do a 3-inch Sensi.
Okay.
It'll be the Sensi 3.
Okay.
And it will take proper 3-inch, and it will have a 20x20 hole pattern as well.
Okay.
So you could put whichever flight controller style you want on there. It'll be the same as the Sensi, just a little bit bigger.
There's a thing with 3-inch though. That's why I don't use them as much.
Well, I'm doing it for Tristan more than anything.
Just
to shut him up because he wants it.
The problems with the 3-inch is that it's extremely faster. Like there's no in between 2.5-inch and 3-inch. There's a big leap.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm. Especially even with a Sensi and a 3-inch, there's a big leap.
Uh-huh.
And when you have something that's as fast as that, that means it's gonna break much easier when you crash. So when you get the 3-inch and you're just racing wildly with it, expect it or the motors on it to break a lot faster than this.
More often.
Yes.
Well, yeah, of course, because that's weight and inertia.
Yes.
I expect that anyway. Thanks for pointing it out, and maybe we'll do some beefing in some places.
There we go.
Yeah, we could do beefing.
Yeah.
But I think that because we've got the 2-arm design per arm, it's a lot stronger than the single bar.
It might not be the frame that breaks, it's the motors. That's been my issue with 3 inches. Is the motors dying because they get rammed into the ground too fast. And the motors for the 3-inch.
I'm not going to argue with that because that is very true. Yeah, because you are carrying more weight technically. Yes, probably 16x16 as well on those. And yes, they're going to be bigger motors.
Yes.
There's a lot of changes going to happen.
What do I use? It's the Brother Hobby motors are really good for 3-inch. The slightly 1406, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know those sizes, so I can't really comment on.
And Azure props. They're good props.
They're the first bent props, weren't they?
First bent props.
They were the first elbow props, weren't
they? The first ones weren't very good, to be honest. I tried them and
they did change things.
If you bumped anything at any time, the prop would break.
Just shatter.
Yeah. But they've come a long way, and the props are quite nice.
Well, it could just
and even got with the Johnny FPV as well.
Just down to plastic choice, though, isn't it? Whether it's shattered.
Plastic and the way that you cut the plastic, or.
Well, I guess. And the hub, like the HQs, the little HQs.
It's not the size; it's what you do with it.
It's always the size. The little HQs have got a very small attachment to the hub.
Yeah.
So whilst they're lovely when they're going,
as soon as you hit like a big
super
flower,
fragile. Yeah. They're super fragile. So.
I've been annoying as well, like Azure to make tiny little props, but they just don't.
Well, it's a massive ask, isn't it? It took ages for HQ to get involved, and GemFan only really got involved because HQ was involved.
But I still don't understand how. This is a huge market, and there's not a lot of people because it's for beginners. Like anyone can pick one of these.
Yes, but
20 times easier than they can pick a 5-inch.
China is not actively selling to beginners.
That's what they're on.
They're not actively looking to give, and even when they do, they give them utter shite.
Yes.
They're not looking to give beginners
a proper,
even a half decent,
a medium equipment. I think that there will be so much business to like the
but
drone.
That's why I like the
drone
one that
stuff
I've got. That one that I've got from Makerfire, even though I'm really unhappy with Makerfire, I managed to get them to put silverware on it.
Yeah.
And get them to put half decent motors. So at least it's a half decent drone.
Yeah.
Yeah. It flies really nice and tight. It's got decent enough motors on it, and you're not going to upgrade where you're going to burn out the ESCs.
Yeah.
So it's, but most of them are just utter shite, bro.
Yeah,
just utter rubbish.
I really don't understand. Some businesses are. They're just like this,
It's
I don't know.
They make it by numbers. Do you know what I mean? They just sell to the people that don't know. Yeah, and they just.
But how many people do you like? You go to anyone out there, they know what the drone is.
Sure.
If you say the word drone, everyone knows what the drone is.
But they've got a massive picture in there.
And then you go like
oh,
thing. Hello, this is a drone. And you go like, what?
What?
Oh, it's so tiny.
It's so little. Yeah, it freaks them out.
No one knows about this.
No.
How?
Because who's going to tell them? And what are you telling them? Who's telling them? Who's telling them?
This would make
drones... All they know is Phantom. And
this would make drones so much
more popular.
More popular and loved and accepted by people.
Yes, than for sure.
Look, the big Phantom on the sky flying.
Doing nothing. Right? Not even interesting. Spying on me.
Spying on me.
Yeah. So that angle of it hasn't been addressed.
Yes.
That part of it hasn't been addressed.
Maybe one day.
Well, maybe one day. Maybe we will.
Maybe we talking here in Quadtherapy, someone will be like, "Hey."
Incentivizes people. That's all part of it, isn't it?
Like I saw something. I don't know. I don't claim to be us. That made this happen, because I don't know.
It probably was us.
But remember that a lot of episodes ago, and I think we kept on hammering on this stuff. That wouldn't it be nice if we could have tiny whoops with a little SD card? And it's not that hard to do.
Oh yes, the Happy Model News thing.
And now Happy Model is coming out with one.
With exactly what we've asked for.
Coincidence?
Coincidence?
I don't know.
Is it coincidence?
I don't mind if it's not coincidence.
I'm happy it's happened. But is it that, without us talking about it, they wouldn't have thought about it? Or is it
I don't know
a natural progression for them to go to?
Hopefully it is a natural progression. I would love to that we were semi-responsible for giving people ideas on to do
and pushing
new stuff.
Pushing the whole hobby.
But I don't know how many... It's strange because...
We're going to find out what it's like when they turn up.
I don't know. It's strange because for me, we're just a couple of blokes talking about crap.
It's just you and me.
Right?
Just you and me sitting
but
there.
But the amount of people that come to us say like, "Oh my God, we love your Quadtherapy. We watch it every week." I'm like, what?
I can't believe it. Like when we was at Wings.
Yes.
I had so many people.
A ton of people come and say like, "Oh, I love to watch
when's the next show?"
Yeah.
And I'm like,
what?
The next show? Like you watched what we... What? Yeah, I love it. I have it on the background. I listen to it while I'm like, what? I can't believe you. Thank you very much. Like, yes. I really do appreciate it, and I am stunned.
Literally, we're just a couple of guys talking about...
I think sometimes we hit kind of subjects that are...
Yes. That a lot of people think about it.
That don't...
But they maybe don't have any way to express it or
enough knowledge to get the right answer for it, or something like that. Which kind of is interesting to me, that if any of you guys have got any questions or something that you might have never asked someone else, or you don't, just ask us.
Put them in,
Put it in.
If you don't know, maybe someone else will know.
What do I do with this? Yeah. How do I make that? I'm not trying to say we're going to fix your drone now. That's not what we're talking about.
But I have many times.
There are general questions. No, but I like... I've got silly things that I say to people that try and make things sound better.
Yeah.
Like the bigger the prop, the faster the the slower the motor. Yeah. Trying to work it out. But there may be things that people don't understand about what we do. And it might seem simple to us. But it's stopping them. We love answering questions.
And vice versa.
So just bang it out a bit. Do you know
That's why I ask questions as well.
Yeah.
Because we don't know everything, so... It's good to ask the question.
As much as I think I know everything, I really don't. I know bugger all. I don't make it up, but I can say I make it up halfway because we've got a bit of experience.
Yeah.
And a bit of
history.
So
we might not know, but we can
judge,
poke at it, and it might be this.
I get people phoning me up and saying, "Oh, my drone doesn't do this when it does that," and I'm like, "Okay, well, right, logically, what's happening where?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So we can nub it down to what could be.
Today you're going to learn something.
We're going to learn something. We're trying to learn something. Maybe you can teach us things.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look, for me, it's just more about playing. I like to play, and I like to encourage people to play, and encourage people to be creative. I want to say that hesitantly because people hear the word creative and they get scared.
Yeah. And
you could be creative folding a piece of paper in a different line. Yeah. It's so anything can be creative, and I just want them to not worry about that part of it. Yeah. It doesn't really matter, you know, the pink and blue. Yeah. Cheers, Jonathan. But you know, if you chose Jonathan. Pink and blue with green spots, it doesn't make any difference. Yeah. As long as you're doing something.
Because that, you know, if you ask a question, it might spark something else on someone else as well.
For sure. But for me, I love and live by the answer that Enzo Ferrari gave in one of his interviews. They asked him, Enzo, you've made all of these beautiful cars. You know, everyone is so beautiful. You know, which one is your best one? And he said to them,
"Oh, the next one.
My next one." I love that mindset.
Yeah, because you're not like, "Oh, I'm happy. I've done everything I wanted."
It's not just that I'm happy and I've done everything, but
better.
I've forgiven myself for any mistake.
So I can do another one and fix maybe that, or exactly.
And I'm going to take what I learned and put it into the next one. So there's always more. There's always more. Don't be worried about, I've done this one now. Like what I was saying to you about that long one.
Yes.
You're thinking, I want to have one with a train line in it. Yes. And I'm saying, don't
we were speaking about this earlier.
So this big one that Carlos has got, don't mean it like that, but the big box.
It is though. Shall I show them?
Yeah. Show us the box. Show us the box.
Oh, the box?
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to see the big one.
The big one.
It's right here.
So this big box that Carlos has got. Yeah, this big box. He wants to put a train line. What he wants is a train line.
Yes.
So if you go upside down, as well as to get the kids off the cars.
Yeah.
But if you go upside down, you can come and pick yourself over.
With a little train.
That will go up and down.
It has a little crane on it.
Yeah.
That you can turn around and grab it.
But the point being is that I'm saying, don't add that to this one because it was never designed to have it. Just make a new one.
But I want all
that has a train line in it.
I want all of them to have I have too much train line. I need to use it all.
Let's just start with one bit of train line. Don't you think? If we just start with one bit of train line.
But you can make like a railroad system.
See how you're getting just overly complicated. Like,
no.
I just want it.
I could
really
now.
simple.
I was joking, but actually, you can make like some sticks that go on the terrain. It doesn't have to go on the terrain.
Between the train, you mean? Like you've got the rope bridge.
You know, exactly.
You can have a bit of a train bridge between the two terrains.
No. You know how the train system in
the
Bronx and stuff that goes over and
like up on sticks.
Watch exactly. Huh?
But, do it. I'm not going to stop you doing it, but I think you're mental.
And it can just go. Then it can go. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be on the terrain. It can just be.
There is someone at my door. Ignore that. Ignore the beeping. It's not for you. So we want to link up the boxes, John. Like, so at the end of the day, as far as, you know...
Was it Tristan, maybe?
No, very unlikely it being Tristan. As far as I can see...
Like that.
Yeah, but you're going to ruin this...
No, it's just stilts that would stick in, like those things that you put in. It would just be stilts that stick in, and the train would come anywhere, really.
Maybe you could do ones that go over the middle bit here.
Anywhere.
And then that would cover that central line.
Huh?
But still...
And you have a train line going in your train stuff.
I totally see it. I totally see it, and I love it. I really, really love the idea.
I've watched this train people. I'm not a train.
I never wanted to deal with their train. Yeah. I love the idea, Carlos. It's not that I don't like the idea.
Yes.
But I don't want it on that one that's already done. Because that one that's already done, look how lovely it is.
It is lovely.
It's already nice.
But if it has a train on it...
You can have a train on another one. No, and then we get an extra one. We can link up the boxes, exactly. John.
Yeah, that's what we have now.
Yeah, like this. So we're going to get... Imagine you're going to get more tables... Yes. And more boxes to be linked and more and more and more. I just think it'll be a great day. So we need to encourage more people to make more landscapes in boxes.
Yes.
With or without trains.
With or without trains.
With or without trains.
Doesn't have to have a train.
Doesn't have to have trains. And then we're going to all collect and come together.
The only reason I want to train, just so people don't start thinking I'm like the train freak or something, I'm going to start building trains in my house and like,
It got you when we went to Dortmund and there was 2 rooms of trains, didn't it? You was like that. You was loving it.
The reason is, I don't care about the train. I couldn't give it a toss about the train. It's that thing there that I want. See? This is the fun thing.
The crane.
Yes.
This crane is what it's all about.
But I want the crane to be able to go to all of the thing.
Yes, I like that too. I like the idea of the crane, the third party coming in and rescuing you.
The train is just a platform to take it. Yeah?
Yes.
From place A to place B. That's all.
Fine. I'm in there. I'm with you.
So how do we do it? But it wouldn't work if it's just one box.
Well, you could. No, it could work. It could work because you just have a big fat crane in the middle of all of the boxes. And then that crane has got however much reach. Like we saw one the other day. I showed you one the other day.
There's another thing which
that has 90 centimetre reach, bro. That's 1.8 metres.
But there's another thing with that. You don't want a kid playing with that, do you? You don't want a kid going like,
it's not. Yeah, but yeah.
I want the tiniest of things. One, because it's easier to carry. It takes less space.
For sure.
And it's easier to assemble. And it's less.
This crane thing was not that difficult to assemble.
Well, that one.
No.
What?
The one that I'm talking about.
Well, in the middle, a giant crane that swings its
arm
around.
Tower crane.
I can see
like a tower crane.
I can see a kid just like
a central London. Yeah, but it's a kid's toy anyway. It's a kid's toy. Don't get what you don't. I don't get it. It's a kid's toy.
No, it's too dangerous.
All right, but I still don't want you to mess with the grey one.
Don't mess with the grey.
Don't mess with that one.
Don't start chopping away.
I'll just get you a new box, and we'll get Tom to put some more foam in it, and then we'll put your train stuff on that.
I know how to put foam now. What I don't know is how to make it look this pretty.
Look like a foam. Look like a stone.
Yes.
I think he waits for it to get a skin.
Yeah. What? No.
And then he pushes it down. Because this expanding foam, when it expands, it gets a skin.
Yes.
And it's still soft inside.
Exactly.
So he pushes the skin.
Oh.
Yeah. To make the shape, and then when it stays in that shape.
Interesting.
Yeah. He's not cutting into the skin.
Carlos wants a train. I don't want to.
I think Carlos wants a train as well.
I want a train.
I think Carlos.
I just want a platform to go around all of these boxes
to recover people.
That looks good. Because let's face it, this all came from the idea. I think we started this all things because of what we saw in Dortmund.
Some of it, yes.
And that was the train shit stuff. Sorry.
There was other stuff there though. They did have the car one there as well. But
the car one was like, you never think, oh, let's grab a bunch of dirt.
For sure, for sure. We was in Dortmund saying, actually, wouldn't it be much better if we could drive over these train lines?
Exactly.
Like,
and look at this. Oh, this landscape would be beautiful.
That they've done just so they can go like that with a train.
And then I got this silly little box, and I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just glue some shit here and make it look. You can close it.
And then Tom was like,
nah, that looks like crap. Let me make one. And then I was like, look, can we put that inside of this?
He made this first one here.
Yes.
Which is very nice. This one.
Lovely.
However,
it's
you can't put it away.
You can't put it away.
You can't.
That's one of the things that this is perfect because I could never have this. Where am I going to put this in my house?
That's why you leave it here. That's why you're happy for me to have this one.
Otherwise,
and you keep taking the boxy ones away.
Yes.
Yeah. So I do like this one. It's got good topography on it.
Inside a massive train set.
Is that Fraser taking a mickey? Yes, he will have a train set. He will have his own train set.
Can I have those operator helmets?
The Facebook people, just so you know, that we've got YouTube
they can see it
commenting as well.
Yeah, they can see it.
Oh, you can. There you go.
They can see it in the chat.
Okay. All right. I don't know if they can see it because we're that professional. But I like that in the boxes, these boxes, I like that it can just go away, Carlos.
Yes, that's the
a
main
big
thing.
part of why I like it.
Because if we had all of this,
half of why I like it.
Listen, if we had all of these things like they are now,
a load of them, yeah,
and I couldn't fold them up and keep them,
you wouldn't want it, would you?
I wouldn't have built it, because where am I going to keep them?
You wouldn't have built a second one, yeah.
I wouldn't have built, a second one. Maybe even the first one, I would be like,
shit, what do I do with this?
It would stay in my living room for a lot of time until my girlfriend was like, take this is...
Then you try and squeeze it in between something.
And then...
put it on top of something, and
then it's like ruined. Not used.
But it will get ruined.
It will get ruined, and then at some point it's going to go into the...
Yeah. Whereas them boxes, you don't even see them, bruv. You could put them anywhere. And that's what I like.
They stay in the side of my living room, and every time I want to play, I just take them out, open it up, and that's it.
That's it. Or under the sofa, or somewhere like that. Yeah? Okay. So we've done a lot of chatting today.
Operator. I'm just checking how much it costs for a train operator costume. Oh, it's 13 quid. Conductor. Look at that.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Just messing with Fraser.
Are you serious? Right.
Decorate your house.
We've spoken about a few things, and if there's anything that you guys want to join us and tell us about, or if there's anything that you want to share in particular, your own build or something new that you've found or seen,
that'd be cool.
That would be awesome.
You need what? You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a people bit.
Like a people guest thing. Like they come in and tell us about their stuff.
No. Like they like we've tried it once already. Someone sent us a video, but we have to do this before the show.
To join as a guest.
No. When they send us a video, we just watch the video and.
Oh yeah. Anytime you like to send us videos, if you've got any kind of videos,
no sound.
Just let us know. No
but
sound.
It would be nice to have like a.
No sound.
Yeah. It would be nice to have like a. I can't remember the name now of what I want to do.
All right. So while you're remembering that,
a people's space. The commoner space.
Highlights, like you're highlighting their thing. I love showing videos. Right.
We'll think about that for the next one.
This was made by a guy called Frederick, and is so awesome.
I just noticed that's not the real camera.
Not a real camera. It's not. It's so awesome.
You know, I wasn't looking properly at it.
And you thought it was a Hoover, didn't you?
And I thought it was the other way around. I thought this was a normal Hoover, and that's a really tiny one.
A really, really small one. No. So this is the Hoover size. This is normal Hoover size, and he's made this humongous one and I love that he's put a fake camera on the front. That's perfect. Like that is just phenomenal stuff.
Does it work?
He's gonna do a video.
Very nice.
He's only just posted it.
See, like this, what we're doing now. That's the user.
I want to talk about people. I want to talk about the amazing things that people do.
Yes.
Like. Look at how amazing that is, bros. Like for us, like I don't know how many people know, but we take a little bit of credit for bringing these Woovers into the world, and it just took off, and it just went off into its own world, and people are just loving them.
Into Japan.
All the way over. I'm still happy about that Japan one, and now people are creating just utterly mental stuff like that, like. How amazing is that? That is massive, bros. Like you got to say, that's a 5-inch prop. You think?
That's 5-inch.
That's a 5-inch, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's got 5-inch duct.
But there's no motor there.
I don't know.
There's no motors.
Are you sure it's not a tiny motor?
Yeah, there's no motor there. Because there's no prop nut coming through. You see?
Oh yeah, there's no prop nut. Ah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Still very nice.
I still love it.
It could be like a work of
art. It is a work of art. I think it's an absolute work of art. Rory, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Rory. Still very sad that you're not whooping anymore.
Well, that's his own decision.
I tried to find you in Weston, but I couldn't find you, man. I would love to go and... Or maybe one day, we can do a little collab. Huh? Collab? With Rory. You fly your plane. And I fly one of these around it. Huh?
Uh-huh.
How about that?
That's interesting.
Huh?
Because
You know,
That's quite interesting.
Jake Nash.
Jack Nash?
No, Jake Knoll. It's an event they have in the US.
Okay.
With big planes, but like big planes, and they're like whizzing around.
Right, anyway.
And they every now and again they invite some drone pilots to get some cool HD footage for them. And that's one of the things that I think these shows are missing on.
It's something extras, these other shows.
Even if it's just for marketing afterwards. Like the video that
Hey, dude. We used to go to air shows and watch the utterly butterly wing walkers. So there was biplanes with someone stood on the top of it.
Yeah.
That was pure marketing.
Yes.
But it was so amazing to watch.
Yeah.
So I don't care if it's a marketing ploy. I don't care. As long as it's interesting to watch.
Yeah. But it can be like, it doesn't even have to be part of the show. It's just
something.
Footage for later.
Just something.
Get a big plane with a quad flying around it, right?
Yeah. And I'd like to see Joe Nail, Rory is telling us.
Joe Nail. That's it.
I'd like to see actual drone FPV synchronized freestyle.
Yes.
I want to see 2 drones with LEDs on it.
Yes.
That look the same.
No.
What do you mean no?
5.
I'd be happy with 2.
5.
I'd be happy with.
I have to release that video.
I'd be happy with 2.
I
just want to see them going up, doing the same moves at the same time, so that I can believe and understand the skill level.
Yes.
Because no offense to anyone that does freestyle right now, I can't comprehend the skill level.
Yes.
So it just looks like you're throwing it about. It doesn't mean anything.
You know what?
Like when you were saying about the Italians.
This has been done in Latvia. I keep hammering on this.
But where is it? Where's the video?
I keep hammering on
hammer, but where's the video?
I have to release the video on it. I have to go back and find.
I can't see, like the Italians, you give me these challenges.
Yes.
That's showing my skill.
Yes.
But as a freestyle just up in the sky.
Exactly. It's not.
I don't understand the thing. But if I see 2 of them both turning, coming back, doing that, I'm going to
freestyle has to be.
Love it.
Freestyle has to be a visual thing.
A visual, yeah. Not a pilot's thing.
No.
Not an FPV thing.
No, it has to be a visual thing.
Visual.
And for the audience.
And maybe if it's a little drone, they fake it and make it look bigger.
Doesn't matter.
Like extra little sticks on it or something.
I never see anyone do this. In all my freestyle events, when I go, the first thing I do is I go to the audience and I play with them.
Yeah.
No one does this. Everyone will go
straight up in the air. I don't understand what it is. Utterly boring.
Full.
Utterly boring. Could I say it again? Utterly boring. All of you freestyle pilots that go and bang it up in the sky and zoom and entertain. Utterly boring. Stop doing it.
Wait. As an entertaining plot.
Yeah.
For an event show.
Yeah.
Because I like watching freestyle like in a video.
I love freestyle in the video, but they're not doing that zoomy shit that they're doing at shows.
No.
They're not doing that same stuff.
No, they're not.
Freestylers, they're doing smooth, nice passage, and I love it, and it's over the trees, zooming underneath. Yeah, we love that.
Yes.
But the freestyling that I see at shows, bro, it's like, what the hell is that about?
Because everyone's nervous, and the only thing that they can do when they're nervous, you can't
flip them, bro.
You can't do slow because you're like this, so you have to do as fast and as powerful as you can. So you go like, wow!
So hide your shakes.
Yes, I promise you.
Well, then that doesn't help.
That's why you can't do like only the good pilots can do like diving and stuff, and because they're already calm, they're already a lot of experience. But the people that don't have that, they're just shaking.
I'm not going to say that I'm any better than them, but it just needs to be sorted out.
But you don't need any of this freestyle crap in events. All you need in an event is getting 4. You know what they do with the they did before with the rotor racing. Not rotor
racing. Are you talking
racing.
about when we went to Brighton?
Yeah. When they had like a quad with a
smoke,
and the other one's following it.
I had the same thought just now.
But they were just doing rounds.
Yeah.
You want more,
but just the smoke made it fun.
Yeah. And that's what you can have in an event. You can have teams
doing
Team
that.
A, Team B, Team C, and they fight to be which one is the best freestyle team. And that's what we did in Latvia. I'm tired of saying the same thing. And you know who won?
You've got to put the video out.
Like, we had the most synchronized flight, I thought.
Okay.
I just invented something super simple. All right, we all go to this flag. We start circling the flag, and you shout in the number when you're there. And you circle low, I circle middle, you circle top, you circle outside, right? Or counterclockwise, right? And you have one color, and everyone else has the rest.
Yeah.
And then when I scream out, let's go there, pow! You all jump off and start a power loop. And you do a power loop and scream. And you power loop and scream.
That's all it takes, bros. That's all it takes is a little team.
And you know who won?
Just to decide.
Some guys that
did a shit video.
No. They were right. No. They had smoke bombs for each, and they were doing like. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
They deserved to win.
Yeah.
It looked amazing. Yeah. But it's so simple.
So simple.
The organization.
Can we do this now?
Do this type.
Can we do it? Now that we've sorted it out, can we do it?
You don't need constant racing 24/7.
No.
Just get and listen. You can have more pilots even.
Yeah, you got more time, haven't you? And the pilots are a little bit more chill.
Get 20 pilots racing, 30 pilots racing, absolute maximum of max.
If there's one thing that I've heard from spectators at shows about pilots when they're racing is that they don't want to interact. And as much as
they're worried, they're
already so stressed out.
My quad has just broken. I need to fix everything before the next race.
So as much as they're nice people, and if they wasn't at the race, they'd be lovely to interact with. When they're at that high pressure thing, they just close themselves off, bros. Yeah, and they don't want to talk to anyone or do anything. And another thing, you go to a show and it's a 2-day event. The Saturday night is awesome, but all of these race pilots
go home,
bugger off to the hotel because they're so stressed out and they want to get an early night's kip and all the whatever other bullshit reason it is, and they miss the whole point of what the show and why you're there for the weekend. That Saturday night, that fun party time, you know. So I'd like to change the whole thing, and I will. One thing at a time, but I will do it.
Yes.
We'll do another event.
I think
it'll be different.
Less racing,
less pressure racing.
Less pressure racing.
More show racing.
More show event. Even if it doesn't have to be the racing, but in the middle of the racing, more show racing, more thing racing. Freestyle is one of this.
And you know what?
Having different classes with a drone is one of this.
Oh, they bitched at me.
Imagine Rory.
Yeah.
Being there with the plane. And having 3 quads just going around him. That's enough for a show, isn't it?
It's a great show.
Why can't you mix the drones with other stuff?
I don't know.
Having a balloon come to the middle of the thing.
I don't know.
Having a race drone with a smoke bomb going around it doing shapes.
I don't know. I don't know why we can't have it. We can have it. We will have it at next year's Wings and Wheels. Make sure you're there. Next year's Wings and Wheels. We will be doing
X-Class
way more than we did this year, because this year was a little bit ad hoc but still great.
Yes,
like we managed to pull off something very interesting. The marquee that we was in was very busy, got a good reception, got a great reception from people coming back many times, spending time in the marquee, you know, with us. I think we could push that even more, and I do really like the idea of very social racing.
Yes,
I totally loved how Jesse had it set.
You know what?
Go for it.
You know that bit that we had in the side with all the racing? I wouldn't have that.
No.
I would have that on the main line.
What do you mean? What, the racing
pilots
guys?
I would have the racing pilot guys and some, maybe it's less flags, it doesn't matter. But having some racing there.
Yes.
On the main line.
Yeah,
we're going to have
some racing there. Now. Didn't they take the X class up there?
Yeah, but it's different. It's just like run. If it's racing for 2 minutes, then you know who to expect, right? You know who's gonna win. You have a commentator saying, "This is happening," and it's not like over and over and over and over and over. It's one.
It's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Yeah, I quite like it. like bringing it over to that flight line as well.
Yes.
Just a little bit. One of their displays would be, because you could...
A little race. I think a race would be interesting in that circumstance there. Rather than just going back and forth with the... As impressive as it was a bit...
If you made that race part of it fairly simple.
Yes. That's...
Like...
Flag.
Very simple and easy to watch.
Yes.
Then I would be able to deal with it.
That's it. That's what I want.
If I had 4 easy to watch, it doesn't have to be a complicated track at all.
No, it's very
even if it was
thing.
an oval.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like a Daytona oval, like the triangle-y oval ones. I would be more interested in it because I could follow it.
Exactly.
Like right now, I can't follow drones racing, bro. It does my head in. It really does.
Yeah. Naked women drone racing.
There was that girl posted just recently of a picture of herself doing it naked. I'm not sure why she was naked, but some people were supporting her, and some people were right upset.
I wouldn't do it naked because I'll be,
Well, I wouldn't do it naked because like people would be having to go to the first aid room and stuff, and we don't want that. We don't want people passing out at a show. Like they have enough trouble as it is. So other ways of getting people interested, but it's not a bad idea bringing it over just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Like not the whole thing. We run out there with 4 or 5 flags. Bang! You've got a race, haven't you?
Yes.
Could be done. And then take them down because they don't like it.
No.
They want clean, flat area for their wings.
That's fine.
Which is fine. But we got.
But I don't see why we can even do that as the, we have some main bit where we can do like a show bit and then.
I would continue as it was. Yeah. There's racing as it was, but we run over with
one
4
race,
flags.
and we do we're going to do a race from the pilots that qualified for this race. Or whatever.
I don't care, but I'm showing those people on that flight line. I only have to plonk out 4 flags. Bang! Have your little 3-minute race. Pull the flags in and go back. And you want to see more? Go up there.
Yeah.
That would work very well. That would be very effective. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and even if it was. I like the idea of it night stuff, like night flying.
It would be night. And they said
then
as
you
well.
get the LEDs on.
They said we would like you to do something at night.
Oh yeah. For the wings, for next year there'll be a lot more nighttime stuff, a lot more LEDs. So get prepared. Get loads of LEDs, bags of it, bags and bags of
LEDs. Oh, my drones already glow.
Do you remember a couple of years ago we made a tiny whoop with fibre optics?
Yes.
On the outside of the ducks.
Blah, blah, blah.
That would be fun too. Just having another one of those. I've got to build another one of them.
Indoors, yes.
That
I liked your idea of blacked out.
Blacking out the inside so that you get the effect happens more.
Yeah.
Like you have to walk almost through a little tunnel to get into the marquee.
That would be nice.
So you're entering a space, aren't you? That would be really cool.
That would be good.
But bloody hot. Like if it was so hot at Wings and Wheels, we literally had to open up one corner of every corner. All 4 corners were open to try and get some breeze going through. That was a really hot day. Really, really hot.
Thinking what else we can...
There you go. So I think we're kind of winding down for today's show.
Yes. 2 hours.
Well, is that 2 hours since it dropped, or is that 2 hours from the start?
Total, yeah.
So we're hitting our 2-hour mark. Thanks for joining us.
So next time,
to us rabbit on.
We have to think about something for people to send in their stuff that they want us to review. So we have
so we've got stuff to send in for us to review. If you want a little bit of highlight time on our show, or if you want to show us something different, or ask something that you've never asked anyone else before.
Where do babies come from?
Where do drone babies come from? That kind of stuff.
I did that for
you like that? So if you,
I did that to Provo.
You totally lost me now.
In the US, I did that to Provo.
I remember you freaked him out. So if you've got anything like that, anything you want to ask, let us know. If you can, if there's any creative types out there that could do a title flip sequence video,
get onto the challenge,
switchy thing
until the 4th.
Was
it 3rd or 4th?
until the end,
Third or
until
fourth
just after my birthday.
August, yes.
So there'll be my birthday, and then just after it will be
Yes.
the end of it. Yeah, so it'll be my birthday, and then the birthday at the end of the month. I don't know. I'm old enough to start doing silliness.
Shim can put pics on here. Yes, you can.
You can send me the picture,
Yeah.
and I can post it for you. So if you've got me in any kind of message chat room or anything, send the picture to me, and I'll post it up. We kind of do need to do some kind of, you know, sensory checks.
Yes.
Some people might just send naked pictures, and you send them to me, that's fine, but I won't post them. I won't be posting them up. So that's that.
Yeah.
I want to encourage anyone to do their own box.
Yes.
And if anyone wants to know how to do any of that box or what they'd need, please contact either me or Carlos.
We'll have a show about it, I think, as well.
I want to get Tom in
to
actually do a box so that you can see the box, as it were, while it's being done. And I think that's about it.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Anything else that we might have covered? Or
like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe and press the buttons and do all those things. Come and join us probably next week. I think next week we're going to do it.
And we should be here.
The week after.
The week after. We might do one maybe.
What, for my birthday at Tristan?
Maybe.
I don't mind doing it. I'll be happy to do it from there. So we're going to go to our good friend Tristan.
Yeah.
Who's usually with us, who's not with us today. He's the guy that sits in the background and tells us where we're going wrong most of the time, which we need.
Says, read the comments.
So it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing. Don't ignore that bell again because it's my front door. And we're going to be flying in his garden, which is a lovely, lovely garden.
We should do some. We should do some show from there, I think.
We'll do a little bit of something from there. Maybe a barbecue.
Maybe maybe FPV barbecue.
FPV barbecue, which is also, so if anyone else is doing any FPV barbecue, let us know. Tell us what you guys are up to, because we want to know what you're doing as much as you want to know what we're doing. And then thanks a lot. I think we're going to wrap it up.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks a lot.